Mr. Kennedy. So on the 11th of May, right after Doug Jones had done his press release, something popped up on the internet. And it was an article by a writer from Alabama.com. And the headline said, "Who is Robert Kennedy Jr., the mystery candidate with the famous name?" And it was totally comical. He went through the process of calling the Massachusetts Kennedys. They said it wasn't them. He ended up finding some gentlemen who had been arrested for showing up at a polling place with guns. It wasn't him. And then he finally found a Mobile attorney named Robert Kennedy Jr., and it wasn't him. It got even more comical because they were interviewing Nancy Worley. She's like, "I've never heard of him." And they also interviewed Vivian Beckerly, who's head of the Mobile County Democrats, and she hadn't heard about me either. So how is it that I ended up being the first person to qualify if nobody knew who I was? It was my mother. Yeah, may she rest in peace. My mother was born in 1932 in Wilmer, Alabama. She went to segregated schools her entire life, graduating in 1950, 4 years before Brown versus Board of Education desegregated schools. She started her career as a clerk typist at the Department of the Navy in Washington, D.C., and 31 years later, after we had relocated back to Mobile, Alabama, she ended her career as a clerk typist for the Corps of Engineers right in downtown Alabama. I am beyond blessed. I am a personal manifestation of the dream. I'm a product of white people, black people, Democrats, and Republicans coming together to help plan a young man's future and put me on the path to the Naval Academy, which changed the trajectory of my entire life. I had a moment the other night when I got emotional. The reason why I got emotional is I realized I have the qualifications to be here. And the surrogate for Doug Jones is right. He may be the one candidate that's capable of winning the Democratic primary because he has a background that is typical being a former U.S. attorney. But I am the only candidate on this stage who can win the general election. Because you know what? Even Republicans love the idea of working with a military veteran. Thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you guys.